All right, Ruth chapter 4, let's call this one Worthy and subtitle it Like Rachel and Leah, because this is the chapter in which Boaz is going to formally finish the process of redeeming Naomi's territory, and by doing that, acquiring Ruth as a wife. And the blessing that's going to come out of this union is going to seem to be one of those rare moments in time when people can just cheer for both parties involved. Understanding that by now, as we've said, Ruth's reputation has gone before her, and likewise Boaz's reputation is that of being a worthy man. And it seems that, as we mentioned a few chapters back, God has brought two worthy individuals into a union that is now going to produce, in a few generations, a king by the name of David. And so understand, it's not just enough for them to rest on either their reputation in Boaz's case, or the great things that she's accomplished to this point in clinging to Naomi in Ruth's case. They're going to be sent away with a blessing that says, in particular, may this woman Ruth be like Rachel and Leah in the way that they basically started off the nation, the entire nation of Israel. They're going to say, let Ruth be like that. And that's not just idle praise, because she literally is going to set the kingdom off on the right foot when, after Saul fails to lead Israel in the direction it should go, her descendant, David, is actually going to help set the nation on a course to not only prosperity, but the kind of prosperity that God promised in the first place, a kind of success that comes in conjunction with unprecedented peace. And that's all going to come out of this union between a woman who clung to her mother-in-law in a time when she was putting her own safety in jeopardy, and Boaz, a man who simply looked out for her in a way he didn't have to look out for a foreigner traveling in Israel. And so understand that the elders, as they are blessing this wedding, they're going to say, don't rest on the great things you have done to this point to be considered worthy. Moving forward as a couple, behave worthily. And in life, there are times when we do not necessarily have the ability to see beyond the immediate blessing. We can be so happy on a wedding day that we're just happy that God's finally brought us that person or that situation that we've been praying for. But understand that there are times when God is looking to bless us far beyond the moment, and that's exactly what's happening here. When the elders are telling them to behave worthily going forward, it's because God isn't simply blessing their wedding day. He's about to bless all of Israel through the king that they're going to produce in this union. Understanding, as we mentioned before, these were two people of high character who God brought together to do something that was greater than either of them could have accomplished apart. Which all reminds me of the way in which I got to hear a brother speak just last night on two words, I press, which are the two words Paul used to describe his attitude moving forward, which is so similar to what we see the elders reminding Boaz of, that he needs to finish strong and live his life in a worthy manner moving forward, not fully appreciating all the things that God was still going to accomplish through him and his family. So as we often say, God's best to you as you go forward in him. God willing, not only appreciating the degree to which you've led a worthy life to this point, but to the degree you can build on that foundation. And like Boaz and Ruth, prepare not only yourself, but those who come after you for things that go far beyond anything you can appreciate even in this moment. My prayer for you is my prayer for me, that we commit to, no matter what we've accomplished in the past or what we have to overcome in our past, that we simply commit to finish strong.